preliminary investigation confirms that the crash of the Azerbaijan Airlines passenger plane in Aktau was caused by a Russian missile fired by the Pantsir-S anti-aircraft system. Sources in the Azerbaijani government confirmed this information. The missile was fired at flight 8432 en route Baku-Grozny while fighting off a drone attack in the skies over Grozny. The fragments of the missile fired at the plane hit the passengers and crew. Government sources reported that the damaged plane was not allowed to land at any Russian airports, despite pilots' requests for an emergency landing. Instead, it was ordered to fly across the Caspian Sea to Aktau in Kazakhstan. According to the data, the aircraft's GPS navigation systems were suppressed along the entire flight path over the sea, probably due to the electronic warfare systems in operation. It was due to this circumstance that the plane disappeared from radar in Russian airspace. The version of the plane being hit by an anti-aircraft missile explains the numerous small damages on the fuselage, similar to the missile's impact. It also explains the holes in the interior of the cabin and the puncture wounds inflicted on the passengers prior to the crash. It is also worth noting that yesterday the Russian media published photos of expended 57 E-6E anti-aircraft missile boosters of the Pantsir-S system after repelling a drone attack in the Chechen Republic. The publication of these photos effectively confirms that these systems were active in the region at the time of the flight 8432 downing. A total of 38 people were killed in the crash of the Azerbaijan Airlines plane, Kazakh Transport Minister Marat Karabayev said. Among them were 7 Russians, 23 Azerbaijani citizens, and 6 Kazakh citizens. Currently, the preliminary version of the Russian version, voiced by the Federal Air Transport Agency spokesman, is a loss of control that could have been caused by damage from a collision with birds. After the collision with the birds, due to an emergency situation on board the aircraft, its commander decided to go to an alternate airfield. Aktau was chosen. Artem Korenyako, the spokesman stated. Warthog Defense previously reported that based on video footage taken by passengers, the plane was damaged in Russian airspace. Russian culture in all its glory. Some stole a sheep, others a pig, and these ones stole a motor cultivator. A Shahed drone flew over Kharkiv this morning, right above the rooftops of houses. Russian terror in its finest. One of the explosions in Kharkiv during the last night shelling.
Не бойся, сейчас еще будет.
Soldiers of the 28th Mechanized Brigade have driven a mercenary assault group out of their trenches in the Tetk sector in close-quarter combat. The press service of the 28th Mechanized Brigade published the combat footage. Under cover of fog, a group of Russian shock troops managed to get close to the positions of the brigade's 2nd Mechanized Battalion, which is holding the line on the western outskirts of Kurdyamivka. Right at the trenches, they were met with intense short-range fire from Ukrainian infantry. The invaders' daily assaults in the Tetk sector are increasingly reminiscent of battles with the Wagnerites. Unable to break through to us in small groups, the enemy started to increase the number of shock troops to 20 people. However, the only thing that has changed is the number of casualties, the soldiers shared. One of the soldiers managed to kill 3 invaders in a close-quarter firefight and use grenades to hold his position until Ukrainian attack drones arrived. The operators of the Brigade Unmanned Systems Battalion and the Kurt and Company unit eliminated the remnants of the Russian military, who, after the failed assault, began to retreat or hide and play dead. In the released footage alone, 7 more enemy soldiers were hit by FPV drones and free-fall bombs. The soldiers of the 28th Brigade captured only 1 shock trooper, who turned out to be a mercenary and an Egyptian citizen who did not understand Russian. It is currently unknown how the Egyptian ended up in the assault group and whether it consisted entirely of foreigners. Since the end of 2023, the Russian military has been actively recruiting mercenaries from third world countries to participate in the war against Ukraine. In May, the Defense Intelligence of Ukraine reported that Russia had created a special unit for this purpose, which recruits mercenaries and trains them in Russia. Currently, a large number of citizens of Asian and African countries are fighting on the side of the Russian military. Russian special services are also actively recruiting citizens of Syria, Sri Lanka, and Nepal. In addition to direct recruitment of mercenaries, Russian special services also set up a scheme to supply the army with manpower through Indian slave traders who deceived Indian citizens into studying or working in Russia, after which they confiscated all their documents and sent them to the front. The release of abducted citizens from the Russian army was even officially discussed by the President of the Russian Federation and the Prime Minister of India. As a result, about 100 people were returned. An unidentified unmanned combat aircraft accompanied by a J-20 fighter jet was spotted flying in the sky over the Chinese city of Chengdu. Local eyewitnesses published the footage of the aircraft. The unidentified prototype or prototype technology demonstrator probably made its first flight with an open landing gear, which is typical for the early stages of testing. The flight was made from the airfield of the eponymous plant of the state-owned Chengdu Aircraft Industry Group, which develops and manufactures the entire line of Chinese fighter jets, reconnaissance drones, and strike drones. The aircraft is based on the flying wing aerodynamic design, known for its high payload to gross weight ratio, but makes it less maneuverable and stable than classical designs used in fighter aircraft construction. The relatively large size of the aircraft, as well as the two-wheeled design of the rear landing gear bogies, indicates the aircraft's heavy weight. It has a twin-engine layout with air intakes under the wing and the nose, and a third located in the upper part of the fuselage. In one of the photos, under the fuselage, between the landing gear struts, there are probably hatches for the missile and bomb bays. This design solution provides a higher level of radar stealth for the aircraft. The location of the engine nozzles above the fuselage also evidences the focus on stealth. This significantly reduces heat radiation and noise propagation relative to the lower hemisphere of the aircraft. The exact purpose of this aircraft is currently unknown. It can be assumed that this is the result of Chinese engineers' efforts to develop unmanned combat aircraft or a demonstrator of sixth-generation fighter jet technology. It is unlikely that the prototype could be representative of the promising niche of faithful knowns, unmanned loyal wingman aircraft. The latter are mostly smaller and have a single-engine layout. Its size and structure resemble the Russian S-70 Okhotnik heavy strike drone, which has already been used during the Russo-Ukrainian War as a carrier of guided bombs and was shot down this October.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.